questions I get asked here at my vinyl shop is how to use the pattern HTVs and how to make them look cute on a t-shirt. So come with me, I'm going to use these two HTVs to make a fall shirt. This applies to the regular pattern HTV and also my glitter pattern HTV. So when you get these are going to go on your mat pretty side up, and you do not mirror your image on these. So pretty side up, and we're going to load it in our machine just like this. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I just messed up my other pattern. So pay attention to which way your pattern design is on your mat, because you may have to flip your design on your screen. So this is how mine's loading in. So I'm going to flip the image around on my screen. All right, so once it has gone through and cut, you are going to take it off of the mat, and we're going to weed off the parts that we do not need. Sometimes you can see where it cut, sometimes you can flip it over on the back, and you can kind of see where it is, and I usually trim it, so it's just a little bit easier to work with. Okay, so once you have this weeded, you're going to take your Easy Mask. So you can either buy these sheets, I sell them separately, they are 12 by 15 and they're $1.30 each, or after you've pressed your regular HTV, you can take the clear sticky sheet from one of these that you've already pressed. So that clear sticky sheet, when you peel it off, save those if it's a big enough chunk, because you can reuse it to transfer this. So what you're going to do, I take my transfer mask and I will trim it to fit on top of here. Pull the backing off of your Easy Mask. And then you're going to place it on top of your pattern. And then you'll need to squeegee the front side of the pattern. And then you'll also want to flip it over, and we're going to squeegee the back side. And then sometimes, if you look closely, you can see the little air pockets. They form around this, so it makes it a little bit harder to transfer. So squeegeeing the back kind of helps. And then also my other trick is to, whenever you peel this off, you're going to peel it off at an angle. And for whatever reason, it just tends to release so much easier rather than just trying to pull from the front or just peel it right off. So, like I said, peel it at an angle. And then if it lifts, like that part's lifting right there, what I do is I will take and push, and that usually helps, or you can kind of flick at it and it'll release. Sometimes if you've cut too deep, it'll push it into this backing piece, which makes it hard to get it to release too. But usually if you just kind of go through slowly and push, and then you can also kind of see where you missed weeding too if you do a design like what I just did. Alright, so once you get it off of that backing piece, now you can press it onto your shirt. Okay, so now we are ready to layer and press our design onto our shirt. So I'm going to press the pattern part first, because it kind of centers up the design. Some designs you'll just kind of have to think it through. So I'm going to go Alright, and when you're layering HTV, the first few layers, you're only going to press just long enough that you can peel that clear sticky sheet off. So I'm only going to press this for like 3 seconds, and then I'm going to peel the film off, plus your HTV can shrink. Alright, so make sure that you cover your HTV with parchment paper or a Teflon sheet, and 3 seconds. And then peel your clear off. And now we're ready to layer the next color. Alright, so next you're going to layer, if you have another layer, you're going to layer that on top. It might take a couple of tries. Okay, so that looks good. And then on my last layer, I'm going to press this one for 15 seconds, and then it'll be done. Okay, so here is the finished sweatshirt. If you guys have any more questions about using the patterns, you can always contact me on here or on my Facebook group, 618 Area Vinyl.